Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. We've had a busy Saturday today. We got up early today, loaded the boys into the truck, and headed over to Appleton, Wisconsin. It's about an hour and 20 minutes from our house. We had to go to the Real Shot. Now, I know a lot of you in the past, if you followed my channel for a long time, you know a little bit about the Real Shot, but the Real Shot is a large tackle store. They carry everything from walleye, bass, muskie, ice fishing, hunting stuff. They're a great store. But one of the things that they do is they also are kind of the headquarter location for head-to-head fishing. Now, if you saw my video talking about the different tournaments I was fishing this year, one of the things that you may have noticed was that I'm fishing a series called Head to Head Fishing with Hank. Now, this is a team series event of matchup competition, meaning we face one other team. We go head to head. It's total weight format. And at the end of the 7 competitions, there is a championship. So if you qualify for that, then you get to fish that. Going to be a lot of fun. They're scattered all over northeastern Wisconsin. A lot of lakes I haven't fished before, but this series kicks off in April, and we had our head-to-head media day today. So we got to go in. We had to fill out some paperwork. We had to do some headshots in front of the green screens. We had to do a little podcast interview, and then we had a rules meeting to go over any rule changes and any questions that everyone had. A lot of fun. It really was a good time, especially having Sara and both boys there. Hank being my scheduled partner, he got to feel a little bit like a rock star. It was pretty cool. You know, for a local event, you generally don't get to do anything more than show up and fish the tournament. But in this case, he was doing headshots. He was in front of the green screen. He got to do a little podcast interview, and he walked away feeling pretty good about himself. We'll probably we'll probably take that away pretty quick once we start fishing against the other competitors in the circuit, because they're all really good anglers from the Wisconsin area, and we're fishing a bunch of lakes that we've never fished before. So from that standpoint, the expectations may not be that huge. We're not going to pre-fish any of them. We're going to show up the morning of and fish them. So I will have a ton of content coming from those. It'll be pretty cool because we'll actually be fishing those on Wednesdays, and we also have Wednesday nighters. So we might be fishing multiple tournaments during the summer months. That'll be a handful, let's put it that way. Hopefully, Hank is not too exhausted to fish the Wednesday nighters. He may potentially, maybe I'll just fish the Wednesday nighter with Duke. We'll see. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on that because those will be coming out. One of the cool things with head to head fishing is they actually live stream the entire event. They're 4-hour events. So they'll be live streamed both on fixed TV as well as on YouTube. So I'll definitely be sharing all that as we get closer. We're still a couple months away. It was a little bit of a tease because we're standing there in the rules meeting today talking about the tournaments. And then you walk outside and we got, a foot of snow on the ground, and we're not fishing for a couple of months. But overall, a really good event. And one of the things I wanted to do today was show you some of the baits that I walked out of there with. The Real Shot, like I said, is a phenomenal tackle store, and they carry all kinds of stuff, specifically a ton of JDM stuff that you don't normally get. And I just was I was gonna walk you through it. Let's just say I spent enough where the at the cash register, we didn't say the total out loud because Sara was standing behind me, but I definitely spent my allotment of tackle for quite some time. So let's just show you what I got. I got a whole bag here, stuff from the Real Shot. Lots of cool stuff, lots of JDM stuff that I want to try. I don't even know how to say all this stuff. So this is, I think it's Koiki. This is you going along with one of that, the whole idea of like your dice and your kind of creature baits. This is one of the new ones that's out. I've seen this posted in some different commercials and stuff, or different ads, or people talking about it. Have not actually taken it out of the box myself, but I thought that this would be one that we could experiment with and try out. So when I saw that, I definitely threw one in the bag. I had Duke pick that one out. That was the color he wanted. They also had a larger size. I don't know that I want to get too much larger. Pretty cool little bait. I think I'm saying it. The Koiki, I think, is the right way to do it. Walked out of there with a rod glove. I lost the rod glove when I was down at Sam Rayburn, so I wanted to replace that. So I got one of those. There's going to be a lot of you out there that are mad at me for this. These are all depths 4-inch Sakamata shads. Can't get these anywhere, but they had them at the Real Shot. Pretty happy to see that, so I bought a bunch of these packs. They both had, I don't even know what the color names are. Color 142 and color 129. I know you diehard Sakamata guys will know exactly what colors those are, but really happy to see these. So I bought a bunch of depth Sakamata shads. Those are really, really tough to find. So I was very, very happy to see those. Another one that Hank was really happy to see. You've probably heard me on the channel talk about before, the watermelon orange flake Pit Boss, the 3-inch Pit Boss. This is his favorite color to throw on the river. It's been discontinued. They happen to have a handful of packs, so we bought a bunch of those. Hank was ecstatic. We actually bought, I think, 6 of them. So we got 6 of them there. Man, they just had some fun stuff. So this is a Smith Limited Performance Bait Sink Spider. So then that's again kind of going with the creature bait. Like a lot of the JDM stuff right now has got tons of crazy tentacles. I thought that could be kind of a cool looking bait to try on a drop shot, maybe on a Ned rig. I love my tackle. I'm not necessarily up to date on all the JDM stuff coming. So when I saw, I mean, they have a whole giant wall of it. I could have spent a lot more. Here's another one. This is the Irimaki shad. So this thing's cool because they've got like the Flashaboo material coming out the back end. And then if you can see it, I'll take one of these out. They've got like this big collar. So I'm not really sure how this works, but I saw this and I thought I'm going to try this on a hover rig. So let's get one of these out. It's got this collar on it. It's a really unique looking bait. Segmented tail. I'm sure it gives it some sort of erratic motion. So I'm excited to see what that's going to do on a hover rig. So that's the Irimaki shed. This is the 2.3-inch. I don't know if they got different sizes or bigger ones, but pretty cool little bait right there. Next up, and I don't know if the Real Shot has all these on their website or if you have to go to the store. I'll put their website in the video description for you if you want to check it out. So here's some prize. These are the sold shads. This is just another straight tail shad bait that I thought looked really good. I'm gonna give that a try on a minnow. Couple more depths. We bought some Nori's Rock Claws. This is one I'll be excited to try. This is just kind of a 3-inch cross style bait, but it's got really big main claws on it. A little bit different. Just again, a different profile. I could see this working on a Ned rig. I could see it working on a drop shot. A lot of different baits. Hadn't seen that before. So this is the little gap jig. I know a lot of guys are catching them on this. This is actually one that Matt Becker got me one. He brought me back one from China as well. And since then, I've heard a lot of people talking about it. So I picked up a couple of those. There's another prize that I got. Some little tungsten micro finesse heads. These will be really good on a bunch of different really small soft plastics that I like to throw. These are called Euro Tackle micro finesse tungsten. These are the 1/16 on a number 6 hook. So that'll be fun to try. What else? Duke picked up some glow in the dark little ripple shads. And that's it. We got one more pack of the Berkeley Power Baits in that discontinued color. A lot of cool things there. That's all I got to say. They had so many things that I would have loved to have purchased and bought. But like I said, I already racked up a pretty expensive bill. And just want to try this stuff before I start buying duplicates or more of them. But if you happen to live in the Wisconsin area, you might want to check out the Real Shot. They had, I mean, aside from the JDM stuff, they have basically everything you could ever imagine in the, US bass fishing market. So check those out. Um, and like I said, stay tuned. Head to head fishing that'll be coming. I think our first one is, I'm gonna say, the end of April. So we still got about 2 months before that kicks off. But I think those are going to be an absolute blast. Having Hank in the boat, it's very similar to the Major League Fishing format. There's penalties for not releasing fish appropriately. There's penalties for swearing. It'll be a format that I think having Hank in the boat will be a lot of fun. He'll probably be yelling at me so that I don't get penalties the whole time. Anyways, check that out or stay tuned for that. Check out the Real Shot if you're looking for some harder to find JDM stuff. And otherwise, stay tuned. We'll continue to give you updates on all of that. I also want to give a shout out to everyone that's been donating to the St. Jude's. We're almost at our $5,000 mark. So thank you to all of you out there that have contributed to that. And if you want to contribute some again, or haven't contributed and want to, I'll also put the link in the video description for that. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you. Stay tuned. We'll have a new video coming out tomorrow.